She was mad.
Hey Hassan, how's it going? Thank you very much for coming into the stream. I hope you're well. How you doing? You okay? I'm just trying to get a few last minute kinks worked out for stream today, so please do bear with me. I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. I appreciate you coming back into the stream. It's nice to see you yesterday. It's nice to see you again today. Hey, Marginal. How's it going? Thank you very much for coming into the stream. How you doing? You must be getting ready for work. Must be early. 7 AM for you? Something like that. I know it's early. I think it's about 7 o'clock, but I could be wrong. You've wasted no time, Hassan. You're straight in there. 7 AM? I thought so. I thought you'd said 7 before. Well, Hassan is currently the one and only marble that's entered into the queue. So we'll wait, we'll give people a little bit longer to join while I finish setting things up. Just getting things ready. Marginal was entered as well. So that's 2 of you. Don't mind me in the background, just trying to sort the game out, get things ready for you guys, so that we can have a flawless stream, or as flawless as possible. I didn't know you had a marble thing going. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I think people like doing marble runs, so I usually try and start with a game or two at the beginning of stream. People seem to like it. People seem to enjoy it. And who am I to deny them? Who am I to deny people their marbles? We want marbles, I hear them cry, and marbles I shall provide. Never let it be said that I keep anyone from their balls. Your marble doesn't seem to, though. Oh, well. I mean, there's a heavy amount of luck involved, isn't there? Let's be honest. It's luck, it's our RNG, it's chance. You know, there's not really an awful lot you can do to affect the outcome. It is what it is. Interesting. We're definitely having some issues with stream tonight because the type play has disappeared. There it is. That's really bizarre. Why is it was missing for a bit, which is very weird. Let's bring you guys into the face cam, shall we? How you been? How you holding up? Thank you very much for coming through to the stream. I was hoping there might be a few more of you coming through ready to play marbles. As it happens, we're still missing quite a few of the people I expected to turn up, so unfortunately. The marble race is looking a little bit shy at the moment. There's just the three. If you include myself, I'll get involved. So there's 3 marbles now in that marble run. How you guys been though? How's your Tuesday been? Anything interesting happening in your lives? Anything interesting happening in your world? Anything you might want to share with the group? Anything you might think we'll find interesting? Nama's just grinding some Genshin. Grinding some Genshin, yeah, no worries. No worries, Hassan. Grinding some Genshin. What exactly is it you're grinding for at the moment, dude? Anything exciting? I know that I've got a lot of stuff I need to do in Genshin. Way more than I would like to. Just seems like it's never ending. The grind is never ending. You're leveling Child and his weapon. I haven't got Child yet. I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous. I tell you what, we're gonna leave Marble Run playing in the background, and hopefully people will want to join as they come into the stream. For now, let's get on with some Final Fantasy, shall we? Which once again is being difficult. You have Gene too. Jealous, man. Melly, thank you very much for hosting the stream. I appreciate it. Let me remove all of these previous instances of the stream. You don't know how to build her. I wouldn't be able to help you. I wouldn't even know where to begin. I'm really sorry. I wouldn't even know where to start with it. No. There we go. That's kind of working. That's not working. You're 13 minutes late. Silent Ninja, where have you been? Where have you been? It's not too late to join, exclamation mark play to join in the chat if you want to get involved. We'd love to have you in. We'd love to have you in the stream. You're making her a supporter. Okay, I can see how that would work. Jean as a supporter. I can see how that would work. So today we are going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV, which is a game I haven't played on stream for a very long time. We are doing marbles. Yeah, if people join, we can do marbles. There's currently 3 of us in the queue. It is, of course, open to anyone and everyone that wants to join. I'm going to go as Dark Knight because I have been playing a lot of Dark Knight recently, more so than any other class. Mel is involved. Silent Ninja's involved. I know that I'm involved. You think you're winning this, do you? Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. I think she's not too bad to build. There's a particular set that is really good for anime characters. I think, is it called the Veridistant Venera or something like that? I think it's Veridistant Venera? Something like that. It's got a particular kind of name. I know that much. It's Veridistant something. Yeah, it's green in color. That's correct. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with Final Fantasy XIV. This is a game that I used to play an absolute ton of. I haven't played it quite so much recently, but I want to get back into it when the new expansion comes out. So I'm going to be playing a little bit tonight. I don't know what we're going to do to start with, though. I know that... So there's a number of dungeons that give Moogle tomes. There's Alamigo. And I think some of the older stuff as well. So the Etherochemical Research Facility, Baelsar's Wall. I think there's a number of older ones. So I don't know if we should just go through the older ones. Full disclosure, I know nothing about this game. You don't have to know anything about the game. We're just going to have a bit of fun tonight. I'm going to play some Final Fantasy. You guys are going to have to watch. I don't know if... None of the roulettes give it. Some of the older dungeons do. So Castrum, Praetorium. Those are long ones. Those are some long dungeons. Etherochemical base house. Those are quite cool ones. Are you forcing us to watch? Yes, you have to watch. Amarot. Amarot? Oh, Amarot's a nice one. Amarot's quite a cool one, actually. So we could do that. I don't think any of the trials give them. Unless maybe the older ones. Oh, yeah, look. So, okay, Zervan and Sephiroth, they give them. About Realm Reborn. Nothing in the Realm Reborn. Nothing in Shadowbringers. Some of the Delta Escape stuff gives them. I think it's designed to make players... It's basically designed to make people play through the story dungeons that players get stuck on. That's why you have to do Alamigo and Aetherochemical. Things like that. Yes, he is. No, I'm leaving. Good, I'll stay here. Thank you very much for staying in the stream. I appreciate it. I appreciate it muchly. Right, what should we do first? Should we go through Castrum and Praetorium? That's what I'm going to queue us up for. We're going to go... These are some of the older dungeons. I'm going to queue us up for these. And try and farm some tomes. So, Marginal, do you work like a normal full day, sort of 9 to 5 type of gig? I imagine because you're always up early, leaving for work. So I imagine you have some sort of 9 to 5 set time thing going on. One of the randoms didn't join. Yeah, are you working accounting? Is that something that you've wanted to do since you were young? Oh man, we keep losing members. The reason this is incredibly frustrating is people take a long time to queue up for this, and then they don't accept it at the end. Most notably DPS characters. So you can see we're 3 out of 4 acceptance on the DPS. So their queue is the longest. So I imagine they queue up, they go away, they go and make a cup of tea, get a snack, and then they're not here to accept it when it ticks off. What would you guys prefer? Would you guys prefer to have the game music and not have this dance music? Or would you prefer to have the dance music? Because there's some beautiful soundtracks in this game. Oberonion, how's it going, man? Thank you very much for coming through to the stream. The game's music. Fair enough. I might move that play to join. If you guys type play to join the marble race, maybe we'll do the marble run at the end. Oberonion, thank you very much for hosting, dude.
Wrong general triggers profile.
Much appreciated. Play to join, exclamation mark play. If you type exclamation mark play in the chat, you can get involved. Do you know what? I've not got my chat bar running actually. It's a friendly reminder. So this is one of the oldest dungeons in the game. There's hardly any challenge to it now, and most people actually just tend to like face roll all the way through it. Thank you very much for joining the marble race over. We'll do it at the end, I think. At the end of stream. Or classy playing as, by the way, I'm not wearing my glasses. Oh, so I'm currently playing Dark Knight. At the moment I'm playing Dark Knight. You're not at the moment. This isn't really a hard duty. This isn't really gonna take a lot of effort. It's really old. It came out maybe 8 years ago or something like that, and players now tend to just face roll through it in order to get the rewards. You don't understand a thing. So it's kind of like Final Fantasy XIV. So I'm currently in a party of 8 different players. We are defeating some, if you think of them, they're kind of like domains. Yeah, they're duties, they're dungeons. You have 2 tank characters which take all of the damage, 2 healers, and then 4 DPS players. Dun, 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 bum, bum, bada, bum. Yeah, they're really, really good games. It's kind of like World of Warcraft. You have like a team of 8 people. Here's my guy, so he's one of the tanks. So our objective should normally be to take all of the damage and attention from the boss, this guy, whilst the rest of the team focus on dealing damage and healing up. So you can see how like I'm facing him away from the group, I'm taking the attention away, someone else is provoked, I think. Yeah, so the gunbreaker provoked. At least it looked like he did, I don't know. I could be wrong. I shouldn't be pointing fingers. Maybe later on we can see some, I'll show you some of the actual content, some of the harder content. But for now, we're doing easy stuff to get tomes, to get tokens to hand in for mounts and minions and gear. And I want to get, there's a leather jacket you can get if you get enough tokens. I want to get this leather, it's like a biker style jacket. Because I'm going to have everything in hand, truth be told. I think they made a change to these dungeons a little while ago so that you can't skip the dialogue in an effort to stop people bullying new players. Because the new players used to get bullied and told to skip the cutscene, skip the dialogue. What are you doing? You're wasting time. Hurry up. So in an effort to counter that, they've made it so that we can't skip the dialogue. You remember your first full raid being why we only got one tank. What do you mean though, Oberonion? Because some of the Alliance raids, they're not real raids. Some of the Alliance raids only have one tank. Mostly because tanks are fewer in number. Not many people play tanks, so they reduced it to only needing one per party in the Alliance raids. I like playing tank. I've always enjoyed playing a tank class. You've got to be the center of attention, take all the damage away. That's it. Oh, so it's one of the Alliance raids. Yeah. So the Alliance raids only have one tank, a lot of them. You have to leave. No, Hassan. It's too bad, man. Well, thank you very much for being in the stream. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. It's a shame you've got to go, but I appreciate you hanging around with us. Tell me if I win. I will try my best to let you know. You're in the Discord, so should be able to let you know. Don't forget, guys, if you're watching and you want to hop into the marble race at the end of the stream, do you type !play? You're off too, darling. Enjoyed it. Yeah, no worries, Marginal. Thank you very much for coming through. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for showing us some love. Bye. Have fun. Be good. I know that by playing through this, I'm going to end up getting a taste for the harder stuff again and want to do some of the... I wouldn't mind doing some mount farming. You know, maybe 1 or 2 nights a week doing some mount farm. So we should have been able to skip this. You can skip all of this if you're smart about it, but they obviously decided they didn't want to do. What do you play then, Oberonion? Generally? What class do you play? Anything interesting? Yeah, see, we could have skipped all of this if they'd only been a little bit smarter about it. Hold on. Why have I got no part? I've got no spell effects. I must have turned that off at some point. My old computer couldn't run the game very well, so I must have turned off spell effects. What am I at now? Like 160 FPS. Yeah, I can definitely have spell effects on. God damn, where do I put spell effects on? Accessibility? No. Other? No. Bum 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 bum. I'm just here for Moogle tomes. Might be worth. Maybe I'll do the Omega raids because at least they'll be a little bit more interesting. Maybe even, dare I say it, a little bit more challenging. We've done everything up there, haven't we? Yeah, we've done that one as well. So we're done. Yeah, I don't know if I fancy doing this all night. I'll look at doing some of the harder stuff. I know that if you do the second coil raids, you can get the whole thing done in like an hour. But you need to have a party of 8 people that are willing to do it, and that's where therein lies the rub, because getting 8 people together that want to do that old content for Moogle tomes is not the easiest thing in the world. You've only really got White Mage leveled. You tried DPS as Black Mage, but you like healing too much. I mostly do botany and fishing. I like the crafting and gathering classes. I tend to do quite a bit of gathering and crafting. I haven't done it for a while because there's not really been much of a reason to come into the game while it's gearing up for the new expansion in like a couple of weeks, I guess. I think early access starts on the 19th, so I'm really interested to see if this the Gunbreaker has his tank stance on, and he's tanking the Magitech. alongside me, which is kind of unnecessary. But that's fine. I mean, that's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. No big deal. And another long cutscene to wait through. It's a shame you can't skip the cutscenes. You can skip them actually if you disconnect and then very quickly log back in. You can skip them that way, but people don't like it. You forgot how long? Yeah, they're actually, yeah, they're quite long. And this is the, out of the two, like Castrum and Praetorium, this is the one of the longer ones. I think it's definitely one of the more annoying ones. I much prefer Praetorium in terms of farming them for tomes. The one I almost always forget to pick up the Magitech armor key. No, that's Praetorium. You're thinking of Praetorium where you're inside the Imperial base and you have to like work your way through to the Magitech armory, get yourself a Magitech mount. You don't get to ride a Magitech in this one, which would make it more interesting. I normally always hope and wish and pray and cross my fingers for Praetorium. Until I haven't played in a hot minute. I mean, I haven't played properly in a very long time, dude, because I'm like my static cleared the raid and then we kind of we did a little bit of ultimate coil and then we backed off and just had a bit of a break. I think before I joined them, they had spent a very long time raiding and looking for replacements. So I think they just really wanted a break from raiding. I get the feeling that they've had a bit of a manic time looking for replacements and stuff throughout the last expansion. Now, if they're smart, they would bring them here, and then we could use the cannons to kill them. But I guess they're dying quick enough. Thank God no one pulled them. At least that's one group we managed to avoid pulling. So when you come back... Hey Amy, how's it going? Thank you very much for coming into the stream. I hope you're well. It sounds like you had a really busy day at work today. Sounds like you're like jam-packed. So what I was going to say is when you come back into older content like this, you don't go in at your maximum level with all your skills unlocked. It actually caps you at the level of the content. So I'm being capped at level 50, which is why a lot of my skills are grayed out and I don't have access to them. It's hard to upkeep and organize raiding. It can be. Yeah, it can be. Like trying to find 7 people that have the same intentions, level of desire and motivation as you is difficult. And then trying to get them to agree on the same days a week and the same hours and everything, it's not the easiest thing to do. It's a lot of effort, but then there's a big reward at the end of it from being able to do content that not everyone can do. I mean, there is Party Finder in the game as well. Like, you can just team up with random people, but results will vary, unfortunately. Don't forget, guys, if you want to enter the marble race at the end of the stream, please do type !play in order to join. We're waiting for Sid at the moment, which is why it's taking so long. I'm pretty sure we're waiting. I'll be very disappointed if someone hasn't started something. Oh my god, you have to kill them. This is... Oh no. Are you being for real? Okay, so apparently we have to kill these ads, else Sid won't come through. I love old content. people are saying bring them to cannons, there's no point. Just kill them. Have you done any of the endgame raids then, Oba? Glad to see you playing it. Yeah, I want to play Final Fantasy. I still do hope that people turn up to the stream, because it will be a massive kick in the teeth otherwise, but it will really make me start to question whether it's just a game that people enjoy. We're going to play some Final Fantasy, we're going to get some Moogle tomes, try and get some of the rewards tonight. I want to get some of the minions and mounts that are on offer. There's a leather jacket I want to try and get hold of. A couple of different things. So there's a lot of items and rewards I want to try and get hold of. Come on, Sid. Take your time, buddy. You can actually stun lock this guy. No one ever does. No one ever does. But if you stun lock the big dude well enough, then you can just prevent him from doing anything. And he won't bring the shield up. I forget how many seconds it is. There's like a certain number of seconds on like the countdown or whatever if you stun him at the right time. It can be a very pretty game, this, if you get it done properly. Or is it, maybe it's not seconds, maybe it's his health? It's that. You're supposed to stun him before he does that. Because now we have to wait and kill these. We have to wait until Sid kills the hands before we can actually deal any damage to him. Amy, how was your day? You had a really busy work day, I think? You stopped doing much combat after getting White Mesa 70. That's a shame, dude, because the game really picks up at the end. Like, that's where most of the enjoyment will come through. End game content. At least I think so. Not everyone will agree, but I think the end game raid, like the more challenging content that you unlock after beating the storyline and everything, I think that's where the game really takes off. Everything before that is kind of just, I don't know, just storyline. But then again, if you got the 70, you've not done, oh no, dude, you've not done like hardly any of the story either. You've got so much left to do. Shadowbringer's story is so good. So good. But I want to skip the scene. But I want to. Maybe Endwalker will be the kick up the butt that you need. Yeah, man, get it. I mean, it's a shame you're not already at the level required for Endwalker, especially because you've got so much good story ahead of you. Shadowbringer, like Heavensward storyline is amazing. Stormbringer's storyline is kind of hit and miss, I suppose. Like, you could take it or leave it. And then Shadowbringer's storyline is where it really, really kicks off. Shadowbringer's storyline is so good. And I think Endwalker's storyline is supposed to have been being written by, I think the person that wrote the Shadowbringer storyline. So hopefully just as good. It's generally agreed that Stormblood is the weakest of the expansions. It's the weakest storyline in the game. That's what we're told, at least. I need to finish Shadowbringer's story as well. I'm a patch or two behind in terms of storyline. Yeah, I'm like a patch or two behind in terms of storyline. So it's nothing that I can't catch up on easily in an evening. It's just doing it, I suppose. Because it's like it's end of expansion storyline, so it's just kind of like setting up for the next expansion. rather than actually revealing anything new and interesting. Yeah, I can't see myself doing this more than once tonight. It's a long old dungeon. I almost went and pulled them. That would have been good. But I want to skip it. It's so annoying not being able to skip these older dungeon storylines, like the cutscenes. And I wish I could have got his hair a bit more vibrant, because it doesn't quite match. Like, he's got really vibrant accessories on, and then his hair's quite flat. It's tedious, to be fair. Yeah, I think so. The Moogle times are like, they've always been like this. They've always been super tedious. Maybe I'll wait and see if I can do it with my... Maybe my static will be interested, and we can get some done. Shaylay, thank you very much for hosting the stream. How you been, dude? I hope you're well. How's it going, man? Thank you very much for coming into the stream. You've been streaming a lot over the weekend, haven't you? Like 14 hours, I think, one of your streams, or more? Long time. Okay, so we've got, I think, one more boss yet to come. Doing alright, wish I wasn't working, but alas, I've got to pay the bills. Yep. You're not wrong there, you got to pay those bills, my dude. But I want to skip the scene. No, it's not working. You always do. Yeah, I wish I could, man. I'm always envious when I see people streaming for like these really long stream times. Always makes me very envious, very jealous. Oh, yeah, it might be set to not allow links. Sorry, dude. I know how annoying that is to like try and send a link and end up getting your whole like text purged. You can drop it in the Discord, or you can send it to Amy, and then Amy will repost it. Why get rid of my comments after? It just purges everything. The bot just purges everything. Oh, it wasn't a link. Oh, but it thought it was a link. Yeah, so it thought it was a link, right? Ominous purge. The purge. So with this boss, what they're supposed to be doing is using those cannons, loading it up with missiles, and then shooting at the boss. But you can't actually like tank this one. So you can't actually like do very much to it without hitting it with missiles. So no matter what I do, I think even provoking. Yeah, provoking, like, it gives me full threat, but there's like a hidden target assigner underneath. Yeah, it gets deleted because it just purges everything. That's just the way the bot works. You're actually playing with people you plan to play with. I'm playing with Melly. And then that's it, because no one else is around. No one else is around. Yeah, Shay, I don't know. I think it's the bot. It's just the way the bot works. I don't know. I probably set it to do that. Pass. No idea. I can probably set the bot to not do it. I haven't really looked at it, to be honest. We're not doing this domain again though. Just turn that setting off if you have links to someone on Twitch. Yeah, I don't really know like what I've got turned on the bot because I just installed it fresh. When I got my new computer, I just installed it fresh. Hey Will, thank you very much for coming into the stream, dude. Thank you very much for bringing your guys in here. How you doing? How's your raid? We can't skip this cutscene, unfortunately. Right, I've turned off link protection. See, the annoying thing is, you can't put punishment as none. Like, if you just wanted to say, you know, please ask permission. You can't. You have to do the whole thing. My raid was good. Oh, sorry, dude. Do you know what it is? It's that's a Freudian slip, because obviously Final Fantasy 14, for me, is all about raiding. So, how was your stream, man? Good stream? It's all stuff I can manage. Thank you very much for coming into the stream with Mr. Will, Mr. He-Man. If we can get a shout out, if we haven't already, for Will, that would be great. I'd really appreciate it. Tonight we're playing Final Fantasy 14, which is one of my all-time favourite games, like, in the world ever. We're doing really old content for the sake of an event that's just come out. You already have Twitch deleting links from messages. Yeah, anyway, so, like, I mean, I spent a lot of time talking about this, but I've turned it off now, so it won't purge anymore. No, because it's the new chatbot. Like, since I came on the new computer, all I did is download the chatbot. I didn't go back through and set up any of the settings I had before. So, exclamation mark will, things like that, they're not set up. So how long has this taken us? A long time. Unless you're leveling one of your classes, there's almost no point to do this dungeon. But with the Moogle Tomestone event. Shay, have you looked at the Moogle Tomestones? Thanks for letting me know, Will. It's genuinely been 20 minutes. Right, let me see about turning down the game sounds. You can't hear me, yeah, that makes sense. Thanks for letting me know. No one's mentioned it yet, so I didn't know if it was okay. So we'll half it. I could hear. Owl over here. Have you looked at the Moogle Tomestone rewards, Shay? So you'll notice that when I did that domain, I got a massive 7 irregular Tomestones of lore. So I got a massive 7 Moogle Tomestones, and you can use those Moogle Tomestones to buy varying pieces of gear and mounts and minions and all sorts. So if I go to Uldar quickly, we can check out the rewards. I'll go to Uldar very quickly, very swiftly, and we can check out all of the rewards. It hadn't been on Final Fantasy 14 recently? Fair enough. That's fair. Wow. Are they all around the Moogle vendor? Looks like it. Yeah, they are. That's quite a crowd around the Moogle vendor. So this itinerant Moogle is going to be giving out rewards depending on how many Tomestones you bring him. So Newest irregular tomestones. So what I really want is the Inferno jacket. You need 100 tomestones to get hold of it. It looks like this. So it looks like I don't know, like a biker's jacket almost. It's got Ifrit on the back. I would never wear it in real life, but because it's a one-off event, I kind of want it in-game. I don't know if you can dye it. Is it dyeable? I don't think it is, no. You want to, but you kind of lose interest in MMOs when playing solo. I get that, so I need to bring my character up on your world, don't I? But did you know about the free trial for this? Have you heard about the award-winning MMO Final Fantasy XIV with a massive free trial that includes the base game A Realm Reborn in the first expansion, Heavensward, with play up until level 60 and no time limit? Or that, the way that He-Man's just typed it in. Yeah. I love the copy-paster for this. Copy-pasta? Copy-paster? Copy-pasta? Right, so that's that dungeon done. That was quite... So we can... You see here, we can do the Praetorium. It's another really long one, though. Yo, my man has it memorized. Like, I have it, like, memorized near enough. I don't know. Do we do Praetorium? It's 10 times for doing Praetorium. Alternatively, we could do Chemical Research, which is only 4. Basil's Wall, which is 4. So, yeah. So, the other dungeons just give... Yeah, they just give 4 at a time. They don't give an awful lot, do they? They don't reward you with an awful lot. We'll do the Praetorium one. God, this is going to take forever. We're queuing with a tank and a healer, so we get queue times really, really quick. My man has it memorized, so I appreciate that a lot. I mean, it's just like, you just have to touch on the fact that it's critically acclaimed. That it is an MMO that includes the base game and the first expansion. That you can play up to level 60 and there's no time limit. That's basically it. The rest of it, how you choose to word it, you can wing it. You can wing it. You can say it however you want to say it. Dun, 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 dun. How many times was... Oh, we got 7. We got 7 from the last dungeon. And this one gives 10. So you could do this one 10 times. So if you did it once, like to get the jacket, if you did it once a day for 10 days, you get the jacket. But then there's also a couple of mounts that I want to get. And the thing is, everything else in this event can be gotten like through other means within the game. The only thing I think is exclusive to the event is the jacket. And that's why I'm kind of thinking I should grab the jacket. You know, just so I've got it. The annoying thing is I'll probably never wear it. I really wish you'd give this a try, Will, at some point. Also, guys, don't forget, there is Marbles. Marbles is running in the background, you know. Marbles is there waiting for us. If you want to get involved in the Marble run at the end of the game, type !play in the chat. Currently, there are 6 marbles ready to race. So just type !play to get your name in there. It's not going to cost you anything, I promise. It's completely free. No need to be scared. Thank you very much, Shay, for joining the Marvel. So look, this is what I mean when I say people cheese these dungeons. We're going to run through here. We're going to draw the attention of the guards, but we're going to completely ignore them. Go straight through the Magitech terminal. So now those guards downstairs will never ever be beaten. They'll always be down there. We're going to try and kill everything as quick as we can just to get through the encounter. And actually what a lot of people do is they'll grab aggro on those guards at the beginning and then they'll AFK for the dungeon because you can't be kicked from a duty if you are in combat. So that's the sneaky way that people get around it and prevent themselves from getting kicked. Hey, Trev McGiv, how's it going, dude? Thank you very much for coming into the stream, man. I appreciate it. What's occurring? I love having you in the stream, man. I'm very sad when you don't come around. How was your Shadow of the Colossus playthrough the other day? I've been meaning to get on that. I want to do the platinum run and try and get the plat on it. And here's another, so look, you'll see the same thing's going to happen here. We're going to basically ignore all the enemies that we can. I'm actually being hit because I've got threatened something because I'm a dumb tank. Oh, what have I done? Oh my god, why on earth have I got a threat? I need to get through the teleporter quick. Quick, 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 quick. No, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. And I'm dead. Unless I get a benediction, but it's not going to happen. So... Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, I didn't die. Thank you very much. I think Starlight might have got a benediction off on me in time. I don't know what happened, but one way or another I didn't die. You got to 3 Colossi, nice. Shadow of the Colossus is an amazing game. The fact that it came out on PlayStation 2 like 2 generations ago is amazing. 3 generations even. PS5, PS4, PS3, yeah. It's a PS2 game, so... It came out on PS2, it was remastered for PS4, and it's playable on PS5, so... It's certainly, in one way, handled the test of time, because it's still playable. Hey Sexies, hey Rachel. Thank you very much for coming into the stream. Is that too far? No, it's not too far. There's nothing wrong. Look, sexy isn't a bad word. Sexy isn't a bad word. Sex isn't a bad word. There's nothing wrong with it. You're just saying we're good looking and hot. I can get behind that. Valus, Quadratus, and Gaius. Quadratus? Who's Quadratus? I don't know anyone about Quadratus. I know Gaius. Trevor, I'm married. Stop. Rachel's married to HiFirstBot. You remembered. I'm glad you remembered. I'm glad you remembered. Please do type !play in the chat if you haven't already. It will get you into the marble run. Which is where you all want to be. Everyone wants to be involved in the marble race, I know. I miss the wedding. What a beautiful wedding. There wasn't a wedding, it was a very small affair. Quadratus is old, 4-legged boyo. How could you, but so did Mike. There wasn't a wedding, it was a very small affair, very close family. It's so close, it was only just the 2 of them. It was just the 2 of them. Stompy Beach Boy. Oh, right, right. Hold on a second. So, are they the name of the Colossi? Valus, Quadratus, and Gaius? Are they the... Is that the name of the Colossi? Low-key event. It was a very low-key event, yeah. At the end of the day, who did they need but themselves? You know? They didn't need a lot of faff, a lot of hassle and hubbub. As long as they had each other. What, Rachel? What are we guessing? Gaius is one of the iconic ones. Right, so the reason that confused me is that the enemy that's in this dungeon is called Gaius Van Baelsar. So I thought you were making a Final Fantasy comment. That's why I said I know Gaius. I don't know Valus and Quadratus. The guy that was just on the screen is Gaius. So, you had a royal wedding. It's canon. It's in the book. Once it's in the book, it's in the book. You're not wrong there. Once in print, always in print. Here's the one with the sword on some of the cover art. Yes, his name is Gaius. Yes. Gaius Van Baelsar. Bum, 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 bum. He has a really, really interesting story arc throughout the entire game. And I know that this is a game that not a lot of you will ever get around to playing, and that's fine. But it does have a really good story. Hidden beneath all of the MMO kind of RPG elements, there's a really, really interesting story beneath it all. Is Amy still in the stream? Because my chat bot has been acting up recently. Once in print, always in print. I'm suddenly Fahrenheit 451. Banana. Do 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 do. Right, let's go. Acting up, distracted by me being back to your lovely streams. Probably. You're distracting the bot. Dun dun dun. Are you okay? Hold on, hold on. Oh my god, hope you're okay. I'm disappointed you missed the wedding. You fractured your wrist, for God's sake. Surely, no. It's getting to a point now where, like, no, surely no one can be as clumsy as you. How did you do that? How did you fracture your wrist? I hope you heal up soon. Especially after having your COVID scare. You got the X-ray today. Is it bad? Bum, bum, bum. You got a kick to the wrist from the horses? So Over Onion, this is the one that you were talking about earlier with the Magitech armor. So I am now authorized to operate a suit of Magitech armor. Should we start the lift? So start the elevator before everyone's on. Come on, get on. Quick, 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 quick. Okay, good. You made it. You made it through. Congratulations. It's painful. From a person kicked you in the wrist. Wow. That doesn't sound very nice. And guys, if you're watching the stream for the very first time, welcome in. My name's HiFirstTime. I play a range of different games, some Pokemon, some Final Fantasy, some Genshin, a bunch of different things. If you aren't yet following, please do consider dropping a follow. Rachel, thank you very much for hosting the stream. If you are following, then consider hosting the stream, just like Rachel. Anyone that follows gets an immediate hotness boost, and anyone that hosts the stream gets a further hotness bonus. So if you want to be hot, host the stream. We're currently farming some tomestones for the irregular tomestone Moogle event to try and get hold of some rare items, some exclusive items that are only available through the event. There's a jacket, there's like a leather jacket you can get. Football tried to stop the ball, missed, bang. Oh no, gun in the end of some football missed kicks, not fun. I, however, have stayed out of football entirely. For this reason, it's very dangerous. It's not good for you. All that physical activity, no. It's not safe, it's not healthy, guys. Okay? Look after yourself, don't do sport. He-Man, Rachel! It's a reunion. Just check we mean football like football, not derivative rugby. No, we mean football. Not American football. Football. Do. You mean GAA? Wait, what? Soccer. Soccer. I actually call it soccer a lot of the time. I need to remember how to turn my animations back on. Is it under UI? Is it under UI? No. Display? Hotbar? Log window? I'm not going to be able to find it. Hurling? What the hell is hurling? Is that a real thing, or have you just made that up? Irish football. Gaelic football is so much fun to watch. I've never watched it. I've never really been into any kind of football or soccer. It's not really my sort of thing. Even the Gaelic variety. Hurling is a sport when I'm involved. Are you talking about hurling as in like throwing up though, Trev? You sound like a tennis player when you're throwing up. Oh my god. I feel like I should try and do one of the more recent trials so that you guys can see some content that's actually like challenging. Requires actually paying attention to mechanics and dodging stuff. I don't know how interested you guys would be. Hopefully a little bit. The new expansion comes out soon. That's one of the reasons why I'm really keen to like get back into the game. You play all games, sports. You play like all... Are you saying you play all Gaelic sports? Is that what you're saying? Oh, you play all... Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know you were into sports. I didn't know you were into sports at all. I only play Gaelic sports. You only play Gaelic sports. They're quite cool. Hurling is like big wooden spoons. I do not remember hurling as being big wooden spoons. Hurling to me just makes me think of like vomit. Hurling. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all I can get in my head. Dun 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 dun. I need to also settle on an image for the next expansion. So A Realm Reborn was 2.0, and then you've had Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, so 3, 4, 5. So Shadowbringers was the 5.x series of the game. And I've changed the look of my character every single expansion. And then I don't touch him for the entirety of the expansion. I keep him as he is. So I need to settle on the look for the next expansion that comes out. I need to settle on the 6.x look for my character. So if any of you guys are into like designing outfits for characters and bits and pieces, Final Fantasy XIV has an absolute wealth of different clothing options that you can choose for your character. So like this look, believe it or not, is a choice. This is how I wanted him to look for the expansion. He's worn this costume, this outfit for like 2 years. I like to think of it as anyone's seen Doctor Who. You know, when like the character changes dramatically every couple of seasons or whatever it is. It's the same kind of vibe. So you're saying you're dangerous. Don't be afraid of the ultra comp people. They will tear you in half to get the win. I'll always be afraid. I thought you said don't be afraid. I was like, it sounds like she definitely should be afraid. GAA stands for Gaelic Athletic Association. Ah, I did wonder. I was trying to think of it like Gaelic, and then I lost my train of thought. Is hurling an athletic sport? It's a shame these cutscenes aren't voiced. If they were voiced, this would be like a little bit more, I don't know what the word is. Enjoyable, I suppose. You put a hurl through the back of someone's helmet. Yeah, it's something worth looking up. It sounds like you definitely shouldn't be involved, to be honest, Rachel. Did they hurl? Hurling. Cause of hurling? Hurling. Yes, but the cause. Hurling. No, I don't think you understand. I'm asking you what was the reason for the hurling. Why were they hurling? Hurling. Hurling was the reason. Hurling was the cause and the result. Okay. Another cutscene we can't skip. Rachel, you need to stay. You just need to stay away from sports and other people. Mike's writing comedy sketches. I know. I'm sorry. I'm stuck on a cutscene I can't skip. So this is what I do in between. Guys, don't forget, if you haven't already, please do type !play in the chat in order to join the Marble Run. Marble Run will be commencing at the end of stream. So if you haven't joined yet, if I can't see your name in that list, that means you owe me an !play. You need to wear armor. GAA deliberately avoids link because I promise no spam, no spam. No spam. Primi, thank you very much for the !play. We can see you in the list just at the bottom there. Primi, the hero dude. Thank you very much for joining. We'll run marbles at the end of stream so we can hopefully collect together everyone that has ever come through to the channel tonight. Coconut the Fruit is raiding. Thank you very much for the raid, Coconut. How are you? How have you been? Thank you very much for coming in. Raid with all of the capitals. Every capital. Every capital you can imagine. Thank you very much for coming through with the raid, Coconut. Mike, did you know I speak fluent Gaelic? I didn't know that. No. Hot People Raid, Coconut the Fruit, thank you very much for coming into the stream. He-Man, do you think we could maybe get a little shout out for Coconut as he's been so kind to bring his lovely, lovely community over with him? It's always nice to have you raid, Coconut. I really appreciate it. It's always nice having you bring your guys over. Oh, thank you very much, Will. Thank you. I saw that you were playing Master Chief Collection again earlier today. Yeah, you were playing Master Chief Collection, yeah. Are you looking forward to the new Halo? Because I know I am. Wait, let's get the AoE off. Oh, no. Someone interrupted the AoE, the limit break. Your name's Will, that's so cool. I'm going to get sucked in by this Deathclaw. So at the moment, guys, if you just come in with the raid, my name is HiFirstTime. I play a range of different video games. Tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. It's Square Enix's MMO. It is, if you've not played an MMO before, it's very similar to World of Warcraft. It is a massively multiplayer online world. A persistent online world, so it never shuts down. I mean, you know, apart from maintenance and stuff like that. Never got a chance to raid you because of the time difference. Oh, right. Yeah, no, you've been streaming a long time today, dude. Thank you very much for raiding. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it, man. It's really nice of you to bring your guys over. Like I said, my name is HiFirstTime. I play a range of different games. I play a lot of Genshin, some Pokemon, some Final Fantasy. We've recently been playing some retro stuff on stream as well. Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Metal Gear Solid, Soul Reaver. We played Pokemon on the Game Boy before. We played the Medium, Resi 7, Resi 8, Little Nightmares 1, Little Nightmares 2, Bowser's Fury, The Last of Us, Ori and the Blind Forest. The list goes on. Shall I continue? Square Enix's Dungeon Encounters recently as well. Tons of stuff. Tons of stuff. We stream pretty much every single day, so I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm pretty sure there's something here for everyone. If anyone is at all interested in following the stream, that would be really appreciated. We want to try to get to 1,200 follows by the end of the week, and we're currently on 1,193. The Lullafell in the back, their outfit. Overonion, would you happen to be talking about the small Moogle that's in the background? By any chance? Is that what you're talking about? Let me know. Rachel has been following for 3 months, 8 days, and 22 hours. Rachel, thank you so much for the follow, man. Big 3 months. Big 3 months. O'Brien, if we ask really, really nicely, that Lullafell might just blow us a little kiss. If we ask them really nicely, and let's just think really hard to try and get this little Moogle Lullafell. Oh my god, would you look at that? Would you look at that? That's the power of thought right there. Bum 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 bum. That little Moogle fell is actually Melly, who's always in the streams. You got Diona. Nice. Diona seems like a pretty cool character. I've not ever played with them. I've never leveled them. I've never geared them. I've never built them. I've never really given them the time of day, but I know that a lot of people like them. That's Melly. Yeah. Oh, you don't like Diona? Oh, well, in that case, I'm very sorry. Commiserations. I'm sorry that you hate Diona. I'm sorry that you got her and that you hate her. She's supposed to be very good, though. So, yeah, that little Moogle is Melly. Love your fit, G. Love your fit, G. She got that drip. She got that drip. That Moogle drip. You haven't said anything about my character's look. I mean, I think he's pretty neat. I think he's pretty cool. You know? The owner is like Ganyu, but better. I don't have Ganyu either, sadly. Coconut, I think you might like this game, you know. I think you might like this. Final Fantasy XIV, ever heard of it? Did you know that the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial and includes the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 with no restrictions on playtime? Sign up and enjoy Eorzea today. Completely free, put your money away. Well, that's the great thing about Final Fantasy games, Coconut. You don't have to have played any of them in the past, ever. They are all completely brand new stories, with the exceptions of 10-2 and 13-2 and Lightning Returns, you know, with the exceptions of a couple of games that are sequels. And even then, you can play them on their own. But 14 is like an entirely new storyline. It's an MMO, so you don't have to have played the single-player offline games. You just have to pick up 14. You're so confused lore-wise of what? From 14? You're confused, or your character looks like the guy I seen working in GameStop? My character's really cool. This is the fourth iteration of my character. I change him completely every expansion. The only thing that doesn't change is his race. He's always a Makote. He's always one of the cat-like characters. So I change his hair, his face, his armor, everything about him I change, apart from the fact that he's a cat. Plot twist, it was what? All of it. Where is the fire wizard? What are you talking about, Coconut? What fire wizard? This that's about to happen now only ever happens once and is never really explained. And so for that reason alone, I hate it. This whole like Super Saiyan gear changing golden armor, I don't get it. But then again, in a game where you're fighting off against like kind of massive demons and you know, literal gods, I guess I shouldn't really question the armor change. Look for them. Oh, male Vieira, yeah. So male Vieira is going to be quite a cool thing. So did you ever play Final Fantasy XI, Oberonion? Or like, if you didn't play it, did you ever like take a look at it? Final Fantasy XI had it didn't have Vieira, but it had Mithra. That they were basically 11's version of Makote, and they actually only had female. There was only female Mithra, and then you had Galka that were only male. And Galka was kind of like the Rogadin in 14. So they've taken that like only female Mithra, only male Galka, and that's where they've gotten this whole like Hrothgar and Vieira thing. I've no doubt that they will at some point bring in female Hrothgar as well. What is Booba Sword? Booba Sword is something from Genshin. One of the characters, as part of her special technique, she pulls She pulls a sword from her chest. Gold is malleable. He downgraded his armor. Do you know, that's the thing. I don't really know why he did it. It's never explained. Where is Cloud? Cloud is not in 14. Cloud appears in only one way in this game, and I will happily show you that after this dungeon. You won't spoil it, look it up. Someone put a sword between their boobs. No, someone pulls a sword from her chest. He does appear in the special event. Is it back? Cloud? Cloud doesn't appear in the special event. I'm pretty sure there is no Cloud that appears in a special event. You know nothing of 11. That's fine. You don't have to. I get it. Very good. Tidus? Tidus is not in this either. Imagine being resisting arrest, so your country's leader unleashes Booba Sword at you. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Someone must have put it there. Wait, I missed the reason why the sword was a banned term. Sword wasn't a banned term. Oh, you're thinking of Noctis, who is from Final Fantasy 15. Cloud doesn't appear in this game. Not yet, anyway. I mean, I was really surprised they didn't do anything for the Final Fantasy 7 remake. They didn't do a crossover. That genuinely surprised me that they didn't bother. Oh, the Cloud card. I get... right, so I guess... okay, so I guess he appears in two different ways. Cloud and Tidus being too busy in Opera Omnia and War of the Visions. It says you added it as a permitted term. Automod. Oh, really? It was sword. I guess because it's like violence. Like Twitch has really ramped up their the level of protection in their chats recently because of all the stuff that's been going on. Yeah, you're right. Added the permitted term sword. Added permitted term boobs. Yeah, I guess because it's I don't know, violence, I suppose. The bike. So I don't think the bike that's in this game is is Cloud's motorcycle. It's slightly different. Automotive can catch these hands. Catch these hands. There'll be no throwing of hands in this channel, Rachel. Especially not with your broken wrist. Are you mad? Can't be having you throwing hands, Rachel. Not with your wrist as it is at the moment. We need to look after you. We need to protect the Rachel. Can someone please take Rachel and wrap her in cotton wool? You would love to see lightning in these games, presumably. Oh no, lightning has been in the games twice actually. Given the conversation today, Rachel, I didn't want to get anywhere near them hands. Do we have Sephiroth? Sephiroth has not been in the game. There is a boss called Sephiroth. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There is a boss called Sephiroth from the Warring Triad. I do long distance running. They try wrap me in cotton. We can catch you. Yeah, lightning has been in. So the first time lightning was in the game was to tie in with, I think, the Lightning Returns game, and then they brought it back, and it was called like the event was called like Lightning Strikes Twice or something. Because that's how you could originally unlock the lightning costume and Snow's costume as well. We'll put you in a big inflatable hamster wheel. Let you know I'm a registered ninja. I'm a registered ninja? How and why would you register a ninja? Doesn't that kind of defeat the point if you're having to register them? I feel like we should do something that's a little bit more challenging after this. Something that's like not level 50 content. I play Suit Ninja PS. You play Suit Ninja. I'm going to guess you mean Fruit Ninja. That's basically the same thing. playing Fruit Ninja on PS4 is the same thing as being a real ninja in real life. In fact, I think that's how they train them. So basically, earlier on, I must have misclicked and I took my grit off, which means that I'm not building any threat on this boss. To be honest, it's fine. I'm not going to be one of those douchebag tanks that takes it back for the sake of a dick measuring contest. Try to convince Rachel to be careful. Rachel, you really need to be careful. Have you tried New World? No, I haven't, Coconut. There's a reason for that. Firstly, I think the game looks immeasurably dull. Secondly, I hear that it fries Nvidia 30 series cards, and I really don't want to fry my 3080. I really don't want to fry my graphics card. A what contest? A dick measuring contest. There's something with players of this game, with tanks, where if they aren't the main tank that's holding all the enmity and all the aggro and all of the threat, they provoke the boss off of you in order to try and gain it for no reason, and it's just called a dick measuring contest. Wait, it fries cards. Yeah, so apparently New World bricks 30 series GPUs. I'm not playing it now. Yeah, exactly. That's one of the reasons I've stayed away from it. And also it looks really dull. It looks really, really dull. You can only play as humans. There's no like kind of sorcery sort of. It's not like a magical kind of game. It's nah. Genshin or Final Fantasy, what? As in choose one and never play the other ever again? If that is the case, it's gonna be Final Fantasy. If you're asking me to choose Genshin forever or Final Fantasy forever, it's gonna be Final Fantasy. I played this game like since before it was released. I played the beta a long time ago and really enjoyed it. I actually played the original Final Fantasy XIV before A Realm Reborn, which was shut down for being terrible. But I played it very, very briefly. I'm just going to quickly bring up my temperature monitoring stuff for my computer, just to check that it's not about to blow up. It is getting high, but it's still fine. New World is a time sync game akin to Genshin. Well, Final Fantasy XIV isn't much better, Will. When the new expansion comes out, I could play it every single second of every single day and still never be done. That's how MMOs are for me. Like, I have like an addictive personality, so I really get into things. Once I really get into something, I really get into it. Not only that, but I have kind of like a sort of, I have like a mild level of anxiety with starting new things. So, something like Final Fantasy where I can just play it and nothing else forever and ever, really appeals to me. And then they just keep bringing in new content. It's a paid for subscription based MMO, so they are always bringing in new content. They're never having to take time away from development to make hats and outfits and, you know, cosmetic kind of upgrades to get money. The game is paid for, so it's sustained through subscriptions, so they're always dropping new content, new dungeons, new raids, new trials. Stuff like that. Such devastation. This was not my intention. I feel like that line is normally voiced. Isn't it? I thought it was normally voice acted. Have I turned the sound down too low? Hard to say. Maybe not, depending on the X-ray. Yeah, you've got a match tomorrow. You think it's going to stop, Rachel? The shop for Final Fantasy issues. Yeah, so they do have a cash shop. It's entirely cosmetic. And it is apparently run by an entirely different team with no interaction with the main game at all. In fact, a lot of the time when people ask... So the director and producer of Final Fantasy XIV has, like, I think, almost an unprecedented level of communication with players. Like, they are always doing live letters and development kind of panels and telling players, like, what they're doing and why and taking questions and stuff like that. I've met him a few times and, like, shook his hand and got his autograph. I've met Foxconn from the dev team as well. I've met Bayonne from the EU community team. I've met like a bunch of different people from the Final Fantasy XIV like staff role, which is something I never got to do with World of Warcraft, and I played that for years. I played World of Warcraft for a decade or more. Never got to meet anyone from my guild and my friends and stuff. Never met anyone from the dev team. I still had a lot of fun, but playing Final Fantasy XIV, I forgot I don't have it on. I've already met like so many of my game friends in real life. The fact that they hold their fan festivals in 3 different regions, like the EU, Japan, and NA, and not just, you know, in America, like BlizzCon is always in America. I know that I'm missing chat at the moment, but there's not much I can do about it. I wanna keep hitting my buttons. If you haven't already, can you please type !play in the chat, because I would love to see you in the marble race at the end of stream. It doesn't cost you anything. There's nothing to worry about. It's not, you know, incredibly taxing. There's no real user participation. It's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of fun. You can actually see it. It's hiding in the background just here. So we've got a few people that are in the marble run. Hassan, Marginal, myself, Silent Ninja, Melly, Overonion, Shaylay, Rachel, Prinny, the hero dude. Who else we got? And Coconut the fruit. Thank you very much, Coconut, for joining. I'm actually scared now, Rachel, but I appreciate the competitive spirit. I mean, Rachel, yeah, she's quite a competitive person. So if you haven't already typed !play in the chat, please do. Okay, so how long has this dungeon taken us? This is 1 dungeon, guys. Granted, it is an end of expansion dungeon, and it's the last time they ever did an 8-player dungeon, because they take so long, and now that the game has gone on and on and on over the years, they've just sort of realized that it's not fair to lock players behind content like this that never gets rerun. To play what, Trev? To play marbles. !play in the chat to play marbles. Play marbles on stream with us. We're still not done as well. There's another fight. A very small one, but it's there. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Thank you very much for joining the Marvel Run, Trev. I appreciate it. We've now got Hassan, Marginal, myself, Silent Ninja, Melly, Oberonion, Shaylay, Rachel, Prinny the hero dude, Coconut the fruit, and Trev Gev in the Marvel Run. Gonna play with marbles. I'm gonna play with my balls. We usually play with my balls on stream every evening, once or twice. Have a couple of marble runs. If you guys want to get your marbles on my screen tonight, !play. Money, 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 very funny. He-Man, lock your windows. Hide your kids, hide your wife. God, this really goes on, doesn't it? You don't really... You never... I don't think I ever really notice how long it goes on for. Any more than when I am streaming it and people have to watch it. And actually, I think the guy that stood next to me is wearing the same jacket as me, but in white. Try and see. I'm pretty sure he's wearing the same jacket in white. This is not acceptable. One of us is going to have to go home and change. This is a real fashion faux pas right now. An absolute clash of styles. We can't be having this. There's me in the black. Will it show him? The camera stopped just shy of showing him. I wear it better. I should take a photo and be like, who wore it better? Oh, I can't believe the camera panned just a little bit to tease us and then cut away. Not you, Mike. Strut your stuff. I'm going to strut my stuff. I'll keep on strutting. Don't you worry about that. I will keep strutting and strutting and strutting. I wonder if I can take a picture of him. Maybe he's not. Maybe I've got it wrong. We'll see. Bum, 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 bum. This fight always ends really quickly, but the game won't actually let you kill him until he's finished his dialogue. He is wearing the same outfit. Look at him. Look at him. He's a gunbreaker. So he's another tank, but he's a gunbreaker, like Squall Lionheart or Leonheart from Final Fantasy VIII. Do 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 do. He's terrible, Mike. Don't worry. Looks up. Holy shit! What, from the window? Look at him. He thinks he's so cool. Stealing my style. I'm sorry, sir. You're wearing my jacket. Who do you think you are? Hmm? The yin and the yang. He had white souls as well and everything. I've got red souls. He's really stolen my look. Very superstitious. What an absolute strut. Rachel's on the wall. Okay. So we're never doing those again. That gave us 14 tomes. Is that enough to buy the mount that I want? You look cool. It looks like a year 7. I want to buy the thing. Oh god, they're all so expensive. Apart from these, which can be bought, they can be gotten in a duty. These maps, I have them all. I have them all. I have all the riding maps. I have the Griffin Hatchling. I have the Aurelia Polyp. I don't know if I have these cards or these Orchestrion rolls. I don't know, but I'm going to hold on to my time stones for now. So I was going to show you guys where Cloud appears. So Cloud appears in a couple of places. Number one is in a triple triad card somewhere around here. Oh, Cloud. Where in Eorzea are you? There we go. So Cloud appears here in this triple triad card. And the other place he appears is a minion, which I think I can search for, hopefully. Yeah, Wind-Up Cloud. So he appears as a minion as well. And that's it. Cloud, what minions do you have? I have a lot of minions. So Cloud Strife can be gotten as one of these little minion dudes to follow you around if you so desire. I've gotten quite a few minions. At one point, I was like top 1% for minions. Like back in the Realm Reborn when I played like my absolute heart out. But I've gotten a number of them. I've gotten quite a few. If anyone's familiar with the anime Yokai Watch, then there was a crossover a little while ago. So I've got a number of yokais from the Yokai Watch event. That's pretty cool. They've got Final Fantasy X crossovers. So Yuna, Riku, Lulu. Obviously Tifa, Aerith, Cloud. They got characters from all the old Final Fantasy games, to be honest with you. Right. I don't know if Melee fancies doing something that's a little bit more challenging. It won't get us tomestones, but maybe we can do God, I haven't done them in so long. Like, we could just do Dancing Plague. Like Titania. We could do that. Maybe. Am I having a good stream? Yeah, Johnny, thank you very much for coming in, dude. We're playing Final Fantasy 14. Let's queue for Dancing Plague and see if it pops. It does. The benefit of having... Oh, that's Praetorian. Damn. Dancing Plague. The benefit of having a tank and a healer is that you normally get fast key pots, but it's because it's for the wrong dungeon. I just made an accidental innuendo while flirting, but it worked. I'm a liability. Sorry, this is not stream relevant at all. You made an accidental innuendo? That's when you know that you innuendo way too often. Sleeping out, so I'm going to head off. So night hotties. Rachel, thank you very much for being in the stream. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, Rachel, please do remember to type !play to get your marble in the race. And then obviously if you're going to leave us a lurk, it's appreciated, but enjoy your evening. Either way. Get some rest. Yeah, absolutely. Get some rest, but first join the marble race with !play. Should we play some triple triad while we wait? Should we play some triple triad? Let's choose a recommended deck. Any Final Fantasy 8 fans in the group? Anyone remember triple triad from Final Fantasy 8? They just stole one of my best cards and gave me a chocobo in return. Dun, 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 dun. You use my own card against me as well. How low do you have to be to do that? Using my own card against me. I use the word solid in the wrong circumstances. Oh, duty pot. Got to quickly finish this card game. And we still won. So that's something. Right, so this is... I mean, it's still not like a really hard duty, but it's a little bit harder. It's just something where you have to pay... You have to pay some level of attention. Because there are mechanics that need to be done. Dun, 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 dun. We've got to say in the chat, hi, first time. Normally I let people know that we're streaming, like just because I think it's polite, but I don't know. I don't know if I need to. Normally I'll just say like, just so you know we're streaming, but I am hiding the chat box or something like that. Do you think it's polite? Do you think it's necessary? These guys are in a cutscene, that's why we're still waiting. So they must be new. Use the word solid in the wrong circumstances. Well, I mean, sounds like you used it in the right circumstances, Fred. Have you ever checked out Reddit / Tinder? Because it's full of like really bad Tinder encounters like people have posted up. Okay, we're off. And we're off, and I don't have grit on again. Maybe I should keep it off and let them tank. I don't remember if we have to swap or anything. I know we have to get out of that AoE. I'll keep grit on for now. Not gonna lie, a little disappointed that Rachel hasn't joined the marble run. It's always nice to see her in there. See, on the EX version, you have to tank swap because the boss will continue to do tank busters, and you don't want one tank to take all of them. Is someone stood in at least one of these? Why is the tank moved from this one? Okay, I mean, fine, I guess. Thank you very much for joining the marble run, Johnny. My day's been good, man. Sorry, I've just seen your message. My day's been pretty good. Kind of chilled. Really good stuff. I've been wanting to play this game for a while, so I'm glad that I'm getting to. You noticed the Midsummer Night's Dream reference. Titania, I feel summoned. Midsummer Night's Dream? What is the reference that I'm missing from A Midsummer Night's Dream? I can't summon my... No. I couldn't summon... I was going to summon my Living Shadow, which is kind of like a Shadow clone, but I don't have it at this level. I don't have it at this level. Okay, now you're going to make all of these vines appear. I can't figure out where the tank's going. Oh, no. Oh, dear. I'm going to die. Probably still... Oh, God, just survived. I was trying to look where the tank was going, and I couldn't get it in time, and I made a mistake. D'Artagnan and Oberon are characters from A Midsummer Night's Dream by Shakespeare. Oh, I know A Midsummer Night's Dream, but I didn't know the reference. So, my name is not Oberonion, like Soberonion, but Oberon plus Onion. The Oberonion, right? I get it. I get it now. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize it was a Shakespearean reference down here. And then when the middle one disappears, you run in. We should be spreading these out, whether people will or not, I don't know. Yeah. That didn't work out too badly. This is the normal mode for this encounter, not the EX extreme mode, so it's still kind of easy. That doesn't mean people don't fail it, but I noticed and I like the wordplay. And you're a big old literature nerd, that's why that's it. No, that's cool, man. Right, I'll take this guy. Warrior can take Puck. I think Warrior should be taking Puck, but I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I've done this. Maybe we just let Puck run amok. Man, I can't wait for the expansion. I'm really hoping the expansion brings back a lot of players. Hopefully, like a lot of people I used to play with a long time ago who they really enjoyed the game, but I guess like after like 9 years, you just find reasons to play other things. Like even like way back at the beginning, I was always the person saying like, you know, play FF, let's get on, play FF. I remember at one point someone said to me like, damn, Mike, you love this game so much, like honestly, I feel like you'd give up your firstborn for it. Right, so which one's he tanking? You're coming here? No, I don't think so. I forget which of them like have to be tanked and which ones we just leave, and it's been a long time. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, everyone is dying. Get close to the middle, otherwise you're going to get flung off. And you might die. Yeah. Okay, so it's a wipe. No, we've got a healer up. Please, LB3. Please, LB3 healer. He needs to LB3 and stop doing Cure 2, is what he needs to do. Too late anyway, nah. We'd have been okay. We'd have been okay with the LB3, but I'm not gonna say anything. I'd really love, guys, if you have any interest in this game at all, like even the smallest of interest, you can get it completely free without paying a single penny. There's a massive free trial that lets you get from level 1 to level 60 without paying anything. There's no time limit. Thank you very much, He-Man. That should actually be like a command in the chat. It's completely free. There's no time limit. You can play from level 1 all the way through to level 60. You can enjoy any of the classes that are included in a Realm Reborn base game and the first expansion, Heavensward. It's massive. It's really, really good fun. The music, fitting and catchy. Every single trial in the game has its own music, has its own OST to it. So this is Titania's music. This is her track. At one point, I don't know whether this has changed, but at one point, well, the world record for most individually unique pieces of music in a video game was won by Final Fantasy 14. Because it doesn't just have, like, you know, a battle music or a raid music. It has individual pieces written for every single boss, which is really cool. I can't judge. I'm bad at remembering to use limit break. Somebody always has to remind me. Yeah, but what do you play? You play a healer, right? So healers, like, normally, if things are going well, you won't use the limit break, so that makes sense. It's only if, like, stuff really goes to shit. Let me focus target that other tank so I know where he is. And then I'm going to sprint and run with him to wherever he goes. He's going over to this corner, right. Because what I wanted to do is, I don't want to move out of melee range. Oh no, what are you doing? Oh god. I see what he's doing now, but he almost had me. What chair do I have? Dude, I have like a basic IKEA chair. Just a basic bitch kind of chair. Out we go. And in we go. I want to try and get one of those secret lab like Omegas or Titans. But at the moment I'm spending a lot of money on stream, and I think I need to accept affiliate before I spend any more money. Because I've not taken a single sub for, you know, 8 months. People have been really generous with donos and tips. Right, run around, run around, run around. When the inside disappears, move in now. These guys need to move out of the group. Okay, that's fine, move in. To be fair, you are a basic... I am. Do you know how many pumpkin spice lattes I drank last week? You don't want to know. How have I taken threat? I'm going to shirk the other tank, because I don't really want... Oh, wait, do I not have shirk at this level? I do have shirk. I'm gonna shirk the other tank when it comes around to it, because I'm not in the mood. I haven't played this game for so long. If anyone is watching the stream today and it is your first time in the channel, then please do consider dropping a follow. It's completely free and really helps us grow, helps us find new friends. Alternatively, if you're already following the channel, then please consider dropping us a host. We haven't had many hosts today, so if you haven't hosted us already, please consider doing so. It's completely free. Anyone can do it. You don't have to be a streamer, and it's one of the biggest boosts you can give without paying a single penny. The legend himself playing 14, the past king. Not just myself, Shizzy, but we've also got... Look at this little Moogle fell. Look at this little Lullafell Moogle we've got running around here. Purple King. Purple King. I've got a lot of purples. I've got quite a few oranges, though. Don't undersell me. Come on. Come on. I tried playing Machinist earlier, and I had completely forgotten how to do it. I'd completely forgotten how to play Machinist, so... We need to... I need to get back on form, to be honest with you. You'd love a secret lab. Hold on. I'm going to read chat messages once we're done with this bit of the raid. Are we tanking the right ones? Move in. I'm going to move a bit closer to the middle so that maybe the heals aren't reaching me. I don't know. I'm okay though for health. But... Thank you very much for the host, Shiny Slowpoke. Much appreciated. Hope you've been having a good evening, man. We're playing some Final Fantasy 14. You might recognise it. I know that you're a fan. I know you're an avid Eorzean, a dweller of Eorzea. Starlight, yeah, Starlight. Starlight is the little Lullafell Moogle. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't want to die. Stack up, stack up. We haven't got Titan's power to 100, so we should survive as long as we're healed, and preferably have some shields. I'd love a secret lab Titan in the cookies and cream colour. It's light and dark grey fabric, but I've settled for a cheaper version so I can claim it through work. Ah, I see. That's pretty clever. I'm going to shirk this other tank, because I don't want to be tanking. Here, take my shirk. That's basically, shirking is like the opposite of I'm the captain now. It's where you say, you're the captain now, whether you like it or not. I don't want to be main tank. I haven't played this game for a very long time. Make sure you're in as well. Stack up, stack up. Stack up, stack up. So what you're gonna do now? Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. I think we're gonna be okay. Oh god. Ow. They're gonna go straight across. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so yeah, good. This is why you focus target the tank. This would be a terrible pass. I've disconnected from the boss so many times. If anyone is watching trying to get tips of how to beat Titania, this isn't the one. That's what I thought of it as well, the song. You've got the Corsair T3 Rush in a very, very similar colour and style. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, Corsair, nice. I've never even really thought about them. I've always looked at the Secret Labs ones. We have a Samurai and a Dragoon, and the Machinist had to use the limit break. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. This boss is just really cool. It looks great in the music. Oh, Over Onion, if you like this boss, like, have you... So you've done all of the trials, right? You've done every trial in the game, yeah? Have you done the Savage Raids? Yeah, talk Final Fantasy 14. Square Enix's massively multiplayer online RPG, critically acclaimed, award-winning, with a massive free trial all the way up to level 60 with no time limits. You can play for as long as you like on the free trial without spending a single penny. You play it. What do you play? What do you play? Congratulations, guys. Well done. Well done. Let's give you a little bit of an ice heart. This is a $200 emote. Right there. You play Warrior. Nice. Nice. Warrior's the one tank that I've never had an interest in. It's the aesthetic of it. This doesn't really do anything for me. I've got it. I've got Warrior, obviously, to level 80. I've got them all to level 80. But I don't play it. Ever. At all. Flexing them emotes. Man, listen, I paid a lot of money for them emotes. I need to flex them. Do we want to do something else? Do we want to do, you know, like another trial? Or not? You can get the T3 Rush for about 220, 230. The Booley's Elite Fabric for 270. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll believe that it's amazing. Right, what should we do? We can do another. We can do Seat of Sacrifice, the Warrior of Light trial. That's quite fun. If I remember it, that's the trouble. Do I remember it? Do I remember that Seat of Sacrifice? I'm not so sure I do. Or I tell you what, no, we'll do something that gets us some Moogle totems. Let's do Sephiroth and the likes? No. Let's do Delta Escapes. Let's do the Delta Escapes. Kefka? Yeah, let's do Kefka. Why not? Cheers, dude. Consumer advice. Well, thank you very much for the tips. We're gonna. So, is anyone here a big fan of Final Fantasy VI? Any Final Fantasy VI fans in the chat at the moment? We're about to go in and battle Final Fantasy XIV's version of Kefka. Only the normal mode. The Savage mode is... I mean, I beat it a long time ago, but it's definitely not casual content for a random Tuesday evening with several other random players. You'd want to get a team together for it. So Guys, don't forget, if anyone's watching the stream and they haven't yet joined in on the marble action, please type !play to join the marble run. We've got a couple of people in the marble run already, but I'd like to add more. We've got Hassan, Marginal, myself, Silent Ninja, Melly, Oboronion, Shaylay, Rachel, Prinny Hero Dude, Coconut the Fruit, Trev, and Johnny. So if you don't see your name in this list, you need to type !play. Let's just, I don't make the rules. Shizu, thank you very much for joining. There you are. Shizu Katake. Thank you very much for joining. Anyone else that's watching the stream and isn't already in the marble run, please type !play to get in on the marble action. Thank you very much for hosting the stream, Shizu. I appreciate it. Again, guys, if you're not hosting the stream already, please consider doing so. It's completely free. Doesn't cost you a single penny. Really helps us grow. I would love to see you host us. I'd love to have the support. Right, so I think we're gonna... Hopefully this dungeon will pop soon. I don't want to be waiting around too long, to be honest with you. What can we do in the meantime? Shizu, you're an avid Final Fantasy player. What can we do? So this is... If anyone hasn't seen the game before, this is like a persistent online world. So all of these characters here are always running around. Like if you log out, the world persists. The world continues. There's tons to do. You can do crafting in the game. You can go gathering, be a botanist, go and forage for herbs and foodstuffs and everything else that you'd like. Bake them into a nice pie. Role-playing Limsa. Oh man, Limsa's something else. Let me show you Limsa really quickly. So Limsa Lominsa is probably one of the busiest city-states in the game. The main aetheryte, the main teleport point, is in the closest proximity to pretty much everything that you could need. This, you see how many people there are here? There's always a ton of people. I haven't done it in ages, but I used to come to Limsa. And I would change to my Bard class. Where are you, Bard? I'd change to my Bard class and I would start performing. With different instruments. And play songs from, like, popular culture. Play songs from movies and TV shows. Stuff like that. And draw a nice little crowd around me. Just like, drum up a bit of a crowd, bit of excitement. Limsa's always got a bard or two. Yeah, so I used to like playing the Oompa Loompa song, which would either completely enrapture people or absolutely destroy them emotionally. Once you hear the Oompa Loompa song for about 10 minutes straight, you really start to question your life choices. And once you've played the Oompa Loompa song for about 10 minutes straight, you should consider getting like actual help. But no one's gonna stop me playing Oompa Loompa on my lyre or my sitar. I don't know if this dungeon is gonna pop. Do you think nobody does Sigmascape? Maybe nobody does Sigmascape. Let's withdraw and let's sign up for a couple of things at once. So let's sign up for Seat of Sacrifice as well. And maybe... Oh, you haven't... you probably don't have Diamond Weapon. Hey, Zin Reverie. How's it going, man? Welcome into the stream. I hope that you're well. How's your Tuesday night treating you? You been good? No joke. I don't know what Oompa Loompa is. Yes, you do, Shizu. Don't be coming in here telling me lies. You think you're going to come in and string me up into some kind of a clever ruse? You think you're going to come in here and pull me into some sort of a lie, make me perform for you? Yeah, it's from Willy Wonka. You know, Oompa. Oompa. Loompa. Dumpity. Do. I've got a lovely package for you. Wait, how does it go? Oompa Loompa. Dumpity dee. You've never seen that movie. You've never seen Willy Wonka. It's actually... So, hold on a second. I take offense to this. It's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's not Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's not a story of a young up and coming confectionaire. This isn't a rag to riches story of a local chocolatier, Willy, takes ownership of Chocolate Factory. Profit soar, stakeholders delighted. It's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Right, let's do... Is Seat of... Right, okay, so Seat of Sacrifice isn't unlocked, that's fine. I thought that was the... I thought that was the end of the Shadowbringer storyline. Obviously not. Let me live, Mike. I have a brain like a slotted spoon. I'm sorry. Do you mean like a sieve? Is this like a... Isn't Charlie the kid and Willy the chocolate maker? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Willy is actually the chocolate maker. I don't know if he actually, you know, gets involved in the craft. He's the owner of the emporium of confectionery. Works overtime for home. Enjoy the rest of your sweet stream first time. Bear, thank you very much for coming into the stream. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. I try to get into your streams, but as you know, they are very, very late for me. The time difference is massive. But thank you for coming in. Thank you for dropping a lurk in the stream. Can I get you to do an exclamation mark play before you go? Actually, because before we end the stream, I really, really want to do marbles. And the marble run is... The roster is growing ever larger. Hassan, Marginal, myself, Silent Ninja, Melly, Oberonion, Shaylay, Rachel, Prinny, Hero Dude, Coconut, Trev, Gev, Johnny Wolf, Shizuka, RK, and Top Bear. Thank you very much. And He-Man as well. Ooh, mate, this roster is something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's the most balls I've ever had at one time. Song request is now playing. Yeah, that is, for some reason, when mods and streamers do play, it comes up song request. We need to get into something because we're not queued for anything at all. 2 is my max. 2 is your max number of balls. If there ain't at least 4 balls in a room at one time, then it ain't a party. 6 if she's got a pair. What are we doing then? I'm kind of... Crown of the Immaculate? Yeah, Crown of... Oh, okay, Crown of the Immaculate. That's a really fun trial. Crown of the Immaculate is the normal version. The EX version is actually... You don't get the beginning bit with Lord Vorthry. Willy is his name. Willy is his name. He's here to make chocolate and kick ass. And he's all out of chocolate. Right, Crown of the Immaculate, here we go. Willy is his name. Zin, how you doing, man? Do you play Final Fantasy? Are you a big Final Fantasy 14 fan? You've been playing often? What class do you play? What job do you play? Are you a tank? Are you a healer? Are you a DPS? Do you play a range? Do you play a melee? Are you looking forward to the inclusion of... I've forgotten the name of them now. I know that Sage is coming in as the new healer, and I'm looking forward to playing as Sage. I dabble with Astrologian as my healer. If I was going to choose one job from every role, it would be Dark Knight as tank, Astrologian as healer, and probably Machinist as DPS, but you play Seer. You're going to have to enlighten me because Seer is not a role in Final Fantasy 14, so I'm very confused. Unless this is a language thing. You sulk about not having the game and just what's... No, you don't have the game, Zin. How can you not have the game? Did you know that the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial and includes the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 with no restrictions on playtime? Because if you didn't, you do now. Sage is going to be the green DPS people want, so I've been told. Yeah, so apparently Sage is a bit of a DPS hammer. I'm looking forward to playing it. So I always play my healers. I always play healer. This is my train of thought when I play healer. I will heal everything that is unavoidable. If you're going to get hit by AoEs and raid-wide damage and things like that, then I will heal it. No worries. But I don't heal stupid. If you stand in the fire, that's on you. I'm not breaking my DPS combo to give you a heal. No way. You think I'm stopping my Malefic train because you stood in the purple? No, not going to happen. Sage and Onion Boys. Sage and Ober Onion Boys. Take my money. Great announcement. But my PC is a potato. Zin, did you realize that Final Fantasy XIV is available for PS4, PS5, and PC? So if you've got a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 5, then you've got the best system you need to play it. My last PC was a potato and it could still run Final Fantasy XIV. So I would recommend you take a look at it. My new PC, thanks to the tips and the donations of viewers, is an absolute beast. You guys have been so generous. I don't know what I do that encourages you to... Hold on a second. Oh my god. I've come in as Bard, and I don't have any of my hotbars set. I'm as good as useless. I haven't played Bard in... how many months? Okay, this isn't... nope. Nope, this is not gonna work. I am basically in here as trash right now. So I've got some like top level passes on Bard, but I haven't played it in ages. I haven't even got all my skills on my bar. No, this isn't gonna... No, this isn't gonna work. I hope we kill it first time. Leroy Jenkins. Oh, this is so annoying. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. When so Shizzy, you know my passes on Machinist, right? I've got like top 1% passes on Machinist. I tried to play Machinist again the other day after like, I don't know how long it's been since I beat the raid. And I do not know how to play Machinist anymore. Dark Knight is like... I played Dark Knight for so long that it's stuck in my head. Like it's muscle memory. But I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing. AoE for everyone. I can feel your pain. It's annoying, isn't it? Because like... I'm like... I don't want to like blow my own trombone. I'll leave that for the others to do. I don't want to blow... Oh, that's called Realm Razor? I was misreading that. I thought it was called Ream Razor, or Realm Reamer. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I'm pretty good at the game. And then I came back after like however long, and I just don't have a clue what I'm doing, and it actually hurts me like on a physical level to be so bad at something that I used to be pretty good at. I should stick to just playing like Pokemon games. Man, I'm not having any fun in here. I'm really disappointed I came in as Bard. Why did you let me do this? Why didn't someone speak up and say, excuse me, Mr. First Time, you're on as Bard? I can see that there's a few new people in the stream, so if this is your first time coming in and checking us out, then welcome in, make yourself at home, pull up a chair, let your hair down, take a pew. Put your feet up, get ready to spend some time with us. Please do consider dropping a follow on the channel if you want to join the first timers. We'd love to have you. We play a range of different games on stream, a lot of Pokemon, some Final Fantasy, a lot of horror games. Play a lot of horror games on stream. Who's bad at Pokemon? Me, I am. We play a lot of horror games on stream. I used to play quite a few games that actually involve like storyline, but I haven't been able to do so for quite a while. I'm going to get back to it at some point. Looking at the stream just makes me realise how badly I need a haircut and a shave. Mike is a dedicated small baby Apex streamer. I thought it was your first time at this game. Oh, why? Because of the name? No. I get that a lot. It's just something I like to say in dungeons. I go into a dungeon every time and I'm like, hi, first time. And it usually elicits one or two responses. Either people get really annoyed that I have dared enter a duty with them without knowing the dungeon inside and out, or on the very rare occasion that I encounter a group that isn't toxic as fuck, they say, that's okay, don't worry, we'll help you out. Everyone's new sometime, you've got to learn. I'm literally just pressing buttons. I don't have the mental bandwidth whilst streaming to relearn a class after like months and months off. So I'm just pressing buttons. Someone's going to be passing me and they're going to be looking at me thinking like, what is this bard doing? And then they'll probably go check out my previous passes and be like, how is this guy top 1% in the world a couple of months ago and now is like bottom 2? Yeah, HiFirstTime barding. I should at least, like, I suppose be giving you a rundown of what's actually happening on stream. So this fight has some of the most interesting mechanics in the game. Lord Vorfrey is kind of the main antagonist for the start of the Shadowbringer storyline, and this is like the culmination of his the deceit of his people. He basically consumes like a load of primal energy to become this innocent character, this primal. It's quite interesting in Shadowbringers because instead of normally the story is that the darkness is the enemy and the lightness is the light is what's going to save them, but in Shadowbringers it's kind of flipped on its head. You travel to a different world and you have to become the warrior of darkness to return darkness to the world. That's why all of these enemies, they look quite like white and holy. I mean, literally, look at the boss here. He looks like a god or an angel, and his name is Innocence. So I don't know. Shadowbringers is quite interesting. It's sort of it flips the usual kind of trope on its head. First time playing after getting the game from my... Oh, Shizu. Me and Shizu played this game a while ago, and we were trying to drum up some support and some help from random people in the game. And so in order to draw interest from the random Eorzeans, we put a party finder up that said, Uwu Teehee, first time playing after getting the game from my sister, you know, small baby streamer need help or whatever. Cute girl gamer need help, Teehee. And I mean, you might laugh, but like the sad thing is, it fucking worked. People were chomping at the bit. Teehee, I'll help you. Are you Gamer Grill? Rusty, how's it going, man? Haven't seen you in a hot minute, dude. How you been? Thank you very much for coming into the stream. You'll be excited to hear that I'm slowly coming around to the idea that I need to monetize the stream. I need to accept the affiliate contract with Twitch. I want to get some channel points. I want to get some sub badges. I want to get some emotes. I want to be able to offer you guys a little bit more than I already am. It's amazing the amount of support that we've managed to get without being affiliated. I kind of like not being affiliated because I don't like having ads on the stream. I like being kind of, you know, just going against the Bezos grain, going against the Amazon war machine. But it's kind of an uphill battle for exposure and to gain community without being affiliated. Worked like a charm, not gonna lie, it did. People were very, very keen to come in and help us when they thought we were playing for our small baby gamer girl looking for help. People were chomping at the bit. You should. It really makes a difference on the channel. It does, yeah, because people like channel points, people like emotes, people like to sub and support the channel that way. At the moment, we're doing it all pretty much for free, which is fine. And I hate the idea of adverts on the channel, and once you accept affiliate, you cannot turn them off. The only thing you can do to limit the number of adverts that people see is leave the pre-roll on, and that means that every single person that comes through to the channel is going to get an advert. There have been studies that show you that you lose 33% of new viewers through doing that. There is a 3 in 10 dropout from new viewers. You lose 30% of your acquisition. The only other thing that you can do is to run adverts yourself throughout the stream. And if you run an advert every 30 minutes, you don't get a pre-roll on the channel. But then what ends up is, it ends up being that people that watch your stream for 3 hours see 6 adverts instead of 1. It does help with retention and viewer acquisition, but it means that everyone has to see so many more adverts. So I don't know. Come on, Jeff, let me pay you. My name is Jeff. People have been super, super generous. Right, hold on. But before I do anything else, I'm changing back to Dark Knight. And I'm not showing you guys any more classes ever again. Yeah, you can do them from the dashboard, but my point is, like, I have to run... In order to not get a pre-roll, I have to run adverts constantly throughout the stream. I don't know who this character is, but apparently we're friends. Subs don't see... Yeah, subs don't see adverts. That's true. That's true. And you know what? One thing I'm really looking forward to if I ever accept affiliate is having a huge harem of subs on the channel. That's my kind of vibe. What are we gonna do now? I kind of want to do it again, but I've already done it as Bard without really pressing any buttons. Should we do an extreme? What's in the party finder? Hold on. What's in the party finder? And what can we do? The Seat of Sacrifice Extreme. Tank healer, melee, ranged. I have macro and markers. Just need that Gwibber. Bring cookies too. I don't remember the fight well enough to jump into that. That's going to really annoy someone if I do that. Dancing Plague. Farming mounts. Off tank will take all tethers. Realistically, with ads, you take hourly breaks and play like 2 minutes of ads for that break. Then you don't really have pre-rolls. Maybe for like 10 minutes each hour. My sub heyday was 400. Oof. 2 years later, 35. You just slowly migrate from sofa to bed. No, Shizu. There's no migrating to bed. There's no migrating to bed here. Tomestone Farm. Binding Coil of Bahamut turn 2. Wait. Binding Coil of Bahamut turn 2? That's the gauntlet. That's the gauntlet. Raid. A Realm Reborn. Binding Coil of Bahamut turn 2. Oh, it does. It gives 3. But you can probably farm it very quickly. I don't know. Maybe we should try that. That could be fun. I'm looking forward to playing Final Fantasy myself some more in the near... Yeah, I'm looking forward to you playing it as well, man. A sofa is basically a bed, so you really... Yeah, exactly. A sofa is basically a bed. You can use a sofa for pretty much everything you can use a bed for. And if I'm wrong, I don't want to be corrected. You can use... Anything you can do in a bed, you can do on a sofa. Anything. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Ooh. Animal weapon farm. No. Tsukuyumi's Pain? That could be cool. I knew the eye zoom was coming. You knew... You always know when the eye zoom is coming. How about 24-man stuff? Don't know if they'll be unlocked. Eden's Gate normal mode? Don't know if you'll have done them. You've not done Ramu and stuff, have you? Or have you? No. You did do the normal ones. Copied Factory, Puppet's Bunker. Okay, have fun, night. Shizu, my man, thank you very much for coming through to the stream. If you haven't already, please type !play in the chat to get in on the marble run. We'll run marbles before the end of the night. Dying Gasp, is that a... Oh, that is a trial. Yeah, that's Emmett Selk. Good night, sweet dreams. So long, farewell. Avidas and goodbye. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. Help me, everyone. We need to find something interesting to do. I'm kind of tempted to do an extreme primal. Quick clear, kill for friend, Billy, Dwayne. God, I remember all of this stuff. The unending coil of Bahamut. Totem. Oh, that's ultimate. Doing that. We ain't gonna be doing that. We ain't gonna be doing that. Farm and chill. Cinder drift. Nope. Sea sacrifice. Nope. Castrum marinum. Nope. Okay, so there's nothing in Party Finder. So I don't know what to do. Yeah, night shitty. Thank you very much for hanging out in the stream for so long, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for being here for a while. How's Marble Run looking for the end of stream? Who have we got? We got Hassan Marginal High First Time, Silent Ninja Melio, Barunion, Shaylay, Rachel, Prinny Hiradu, Coconut the Fruit, Trev, Gev, Johnny, Shizuka Taki, Top, and He-Man. If anyone is interested in joining the Marble Run, which will run at the end of the stream, please do type !play in the chat. We'd love to have you in. Dun 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 dun. I should probably try and learn Machinist again, because that's probably what I'm going to be raiding on when the next expansion drops. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I can do that on my own. Depending on whether you want to hang around and do some more. See your sacrifice, Cinder Drift. Dancing Plague Extreme. We could queue for Dancing Plague Extreme and see if anyone... see if it pops. I don't think either of these are going to pop. So I'll sit and queue for these for as long as you want to be here. Otherwise, I'll queue for something else. We got anyone else in the chat that wants to play? Anyone that might play Final Fantasy XIV themselves? If so, you're more than welcome to hop in and do some content with us. We did start out originally farming Moogle tomes and then moved on to doing some of the kind of newer content. I mean, it's still old, but it's newer. I don't know if these are going to fill. It says average wait time's less than 5 minutes, but who knows? Who knows? I suppose it's just before an expansion, isn't it? So the number of people doing things is going to be lower. I wonder if I could be doing other content. Like showing off some fantastic mounts. Do you guys want to see mounts? I've got a couple of rare ones. I've got a couple of hard to get mounts. Okay. We'll do that. If you're sure. If you've got things you want to do, then we'll do that. Only got a bit more time anyway. I can't think. There wasn't really anything in the party finder though, was there? Mounts, yeah. So I've got a couple of mounts over. I guess you've not done the raids, have you? So, oh, here you go. So this is my look at the moment. You know, I mentioned that I changed my character with every expansion. I change my character's look. I choose a new outfit and style their hair differently, give them a different vibe. So this is my current look. I looked like this in the previous expansion, and then my other looks I think actually aren't around here, so I can't show you them. I think if I was to choose one of my favorite mounts, it would probably be Rathalos. I've got a few that are harder to get, but I really like this dude. It's such a vibe to be going through the air on this bad boy. And then the other one that I use more often than not is the SDS Fenrir. I mean, it's a motorcycle, so why wouldn't you? I think this suits me. Right, let's get in the party finder. Let's try and find something interesting to do. Anything at all. Rathalos, yeah. So if anyone's playing Monster Hunter, then Rathalos obviously is a Monster Hunter crossover with Final Fantasy XIV. Rathalos is considered to be one of the toughest enemies in the Monster Hunter games. They did a brief crossover with Final Fantasy XIV a while ago where you could fight Rathalos inside 14 and you could fight the Behemoth inside Monster Hunter. So Behemoth is one of Final Fantasy's most like iconic enemies, iconic bosses. So they did a little bit of a swap. A little bit of a swapsies. I want to do something interesting. I really wish it was simpler. Castrum Marinum. I haven't done that in so long. Secret Fact. I haven't done that. I haven't done any of this in so long. Chill Farm, it says. Is there any such thing as Chill Farm? That's unsynced for mounts. Farm, know what you're doing. If you're doing it unsynced, you really need to. It does suit you to be fair. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I've got a bike in real life, but not like, this is obviously like a bit of a beast. But I like it. I like it. Party finder, party finder, party finder. What can we do? What can we do? Weapons refrain? No. Unending coil alter. I'd love to, but I haven't done it for ages. I haven't done any of the savage fights on tank yet. So, Anamorphosis, is that Eden Savage 11? I kind of feel like it is. I could probably tank it, but I haven't done it in so long, so it wouldn't be fair on the other players for me to join. We're just going to queue for level 80 dungeons. Duty roulette. We'll just do some level 80 dungeons. Just for fun. Dun, 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 dun. How you guys holding up? How you been enjoying the stream tonight? Been fun? Been any good? Let's say, so I've not done this, but I'm just gonna say, hi, first time. I'll say I'm streaming the duty, but I am hiding the chat. Thought it fair to say. I don't know if I need to do that, whether it's like a bit overkill. I don't know, what do you guys think? You think it's a bit overkill to come in and say like, oh, just so you know, I'm streaming the chat? Probably is. Oh, I'm the tank. I'm stood here like, why aren't we moving? Oh god, I haven't done this in so long. That's probably what I should have told them. I should have said, just so you know, I've not done this in so long. So, I don't know how much to pull. I don't know how much to pull. How much is too much? Is the tank going to be new? Is the tank going to be experienced? Is he a veteran? Is he a newbie? Is he brand new to the game? Who knows? Only one way to find out. Pull absolutely everything. I actually haven't pulled everything. I've left. There's a group down there that I could have pulled as well, but I left them. So, I've been quite nice to them, really. I'm testing them, but, like, not... I'm not, like, throwing them in the deep end, right? Right, so now we've got to kill these dudes before it's going to open up the wall. I should have taken these guys, but I just wasn't sure if it would be too much. God, I remember having to do this every single week, repeatedly, because you have to farm tomestones and kind of like cap them throughout the week in order to buy all the best gear that you want. So I used to log on I used to log on every single day, do my daily EX, try and get all the time stones I could need for the week. To be able to buy all of the best gear for raids. I haven't done it for ages. Is it uncapped actually? That's a good point. I don't know they've uncapped the timestone allowance yet, because at one point it was capped so you can only gain 450 of the new times each week, but they might have released it. As it gets closer and closer to the end of an expansion, they do tend to remove the timestone cap just to let people catch up, so that they know that everyone's going into the expansion on kind of like an even level of gear. So they'll try and tune the start of the expansion to match the end of Shadowbringers in terms of gear. Is that popping up on stream? No, that's good. I got a Discord notification. I was just checking it doesn't show up on stream. God, I barely remember this fight. I know there's two sharks. There's a red one and the blue one. They've always reminded me of like street sharks. I don't know if anyone else watched that as a kid. Old TV show. With like, they were like mutant sharks or something. Oh god, I'm gonna make it out in time. Just made it out in time. That's what I'm talking about. We'll have to try and play some Onion. If are you on like an EU data center? If you're on a European data center over Onion, we'll have to try and do some content together. Maybe some, I don't know, Palace of the Dead? God, I'd love to get a Palace of the Dead group. I just need 4 people that are always going to be here every time in order to do it. I mean, you know how it works. You need to go in with the same group every single week. Or just every single time you go in. It doesn't have to be once a week. I'd probably set once a week kind of goal to get it done though. You can see the... Right, so he's swimming out there. I have to move away from him, I think, the red one. Oh no, the red one's a cone. Right, red one's cone, blue one is circle AoE. Okay. I've got it. I'm learning. So now I need to get away from this blue guy. He's going to do an AoE. I think. Yeah. See, I'm picking it up again. It's like riding a bike. Pick it straight back up. And now you're going to do a cone, so we move to the side. I'm not sadly, I'm on Crystal. Friends I started playing with all live in the US, so it just seemed like... That's fair. So they're going to make... they're making changes to the game soon that will allow you to jump across data center. To start with, it's going to be region locked, so you can only jump between data centers within your same region. So you'll only be able to jump between NA data centers, and I'll only be able to jump between European data centers. But eventually, they're going to expand that so that you can jump between data centers with any and all of your friends in any region. So when that time comes, Oberonion, my friend, we can finally play together as the Lord intended. Because we all know the Lord intended for us to play together. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. These guys always remind me of that enemy in Final Fantasy VII in Hojo's lab. You know, the experiment? Because it's always looked like just a bunch of giant, like, tomatoes to me. Has anyone else played Final Fantasy VII, the original on PlayStation 1? Don't know what I'm talking about, or am I just talking nonsense right now? I should have sprinted at the start. Can I... Hopefully I can go all the way through. And pick up... Nice. All these walls. You've only played the 7 remake. Literally the only... Oh, man. Dude, Will, I really, really wish you'd pick this game up. I think if you played it long enough, you'd really enjoy it. I mean, you like the whole kind of like stat, like theory crafting and you know, grinding and everything. I think you'd enjoy it. Weirdly, you know, it's like 7 for no tangible reason. I mean, it's an old game. Maybe that's why. When I very first played Final Fantasy VII, the only part of it I got to see was flying around in the airship over the like the world map. And just from seeing that, I was like, I want this game. I played it at a friend's house, and I saw him flying the high wind around, and I was like, I want this game. These kind of MMOs don't interest me too much because I never get into WoW. But, well, fair enough. I mean, WoW is like a particular kind of style, isn't it? So... Like, I think Final Fantasy looks a lot nicer, which, for me, makes it much easier to get into. I want a game to look nice, you know? I don't want it to look like World of Warcraft has a kind of cartoony, sort of like badly drawn vibe to it, which is kind of intentional because its desire was to run on as many systems as possible, which it definitely can. Oh, let's get the old phone out. For sure, graphics. Yeah, so Final Fantasy XIV looks really good though, dude. Like, I know it's, you know, it's an old game. It's like 8 years old, if not more. But, you know, it's not horrible. It's not terrible looking. It's pretty good. There's a lot going on here. Oh my god. It's hard with oh, what am I doing? I'm turning the boss like an idiot. I'm turning the boss like an idiot. I've got to say sorry. Like rule 101 of tanking, don't turn the boss. Can I get a heal, please, guys? Thank you. Thank you very much. I know I'm making it harder for them by like spinning the boss around, and I don't mean to. Spinning the boss. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. Thank God that doesn't lay an actual puddle. No! I got concussed. Stood in the wrong place. What were you saying? Final Fantasy XIV is tasty for lore and mechanics. One of my friends in Chicago runs a 14-themed Dungeons and Dragons campaign. That sounds kind of cool. I'd like to get in on that. In Tokyo, there's a Final Fantasy XIV cafe called the Eorzea Cafe, which is really good fun. I've been there twice. It's all Final Fantasy themed. Even the cocktails and the food are all Final Fantasy XIV themed. You can collect like a limited set of coasters. You get one coaster for every drink you order at the bar. I have an absolutely massive stack of coasters. It's safe to say that I got pretty hammered trying to get them all. I drank a lot of cocktails trying to get them all. It got to the point where the bartender took pity on us and let me like just pick out the coasters that I wanted. Instead of, you're supposed to get them randomly, but it got to a point where I had so many and I drunk so many drinks that he was like, you know what, just pick the ones you want. It is really cool. Very cool. You can get like a Dark Knight drink and a White Mage drink, an Astrologian drink, Machinist drink, Bard drink. Yeah, it's very, very cool. So I think we're heading towards the last boss, and if you have played Final Fantasy VIII, it will be familiar. If you've played Final Fantasy VIII before, this boss may well be familiar to you. I think you'll know him pretty well. Him, her, they. I mean, it's more of an entity really than anything else. So I imagine it doesn't have a specific gender. Why have they drawn threat on that enemy? Stop. 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 Stop drawing threat. I mean, it's probably my fault. It's probably not them. I obviously didn't get high enough threat on it at the beginning, so can't blame them. Can't blame them. I think it's probably the healer, maybe. Oh no, it wasn't the healer. It was the dancer. So the dancer drew threat before I picked it up properly. But again, you know, no big deal. I probably could have got more threat at the beginning, which would have helped. Japan has really cool themed places, though there's a Kirby themed cafe. Yeah, so I have... If the Kirby cafe that you are referring to is the one in the Tokyo Skytree, then I have been past it, but did not elect... I did not choose to go in. Closest I've seen in the city I used to live, there was a Lord of the Rings pub, but I got hit by a copyright. Oh, that sucks. That's so silly. I guess they have to do it because, like, you never know what's going to go down at that pub, and you wouldn't want it to be associated with your brand. But that really sucks. That sounds quite cool. I've been to the Eorzea Cafe twice, which is the Final Fantasy XIV themed cafe, and I've been to the Square Enix Cafe. I think only the one time we went there. But that was really cool. That was very cool. The Square Enix Cafe is like, it's not just Final Fantasy XIV. It's a little bit of everything. So when we went, Final Fantasy 15 was like coming out, like was the new thing. So they had a lot of Final Fantasy 15 merch. I wish we went to the Kirby Cafe. Yeah, I mean, we could have, I mean... Yeah, we walked past it. Some of the drinks were great, but pint cocktails, I'm too weak for that. Oh man, I really like drinking. I really enjoy a good booze up. You know, not like to a point where it's dangerous or like vile, but I miss going out and getting drinks. Will, if you and I are gonna do drinks soon, I'm like 100% so up for that, man. And if it's like, obviously without mentioning locations or anything, if it's easy for you to do that, then let's do it, man. We can either do it somewhere like around the local area, or we can go somewhere nearby. There's I mean, we could head into Central and do the Bermondsey Beer Mile. There's a really nice like local brewery that's not too far away we could go to. This is the Final Fantasy VIII boss that I said you might be familiar with. You might have seen this fella before. I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm just saying it's possible. You know, you might have done. Okay, we're ready? Let's go, Warriors of the Light, my adventuring pals. I haven't played this game so long that I'm not even sure if I'm doing the rotation correctly. But this is the rotation we're doing, and they're just going to have to live with it. This is the rotation they're getting, whether it's right or wrong. I'm sorry, Square Enix. It's just how it is. Can I get... I want to get my Shadow Clone Jutsu up. Oh no, I used all my... like blood price or whatever it's called. Ah, that sucks. Never mind. Soon, my pretties. Soon, my little chiquitas. Another moon we wait. I need to move my monitors at some point because they're too far down. I'm always looking down, which I can see from the VOD is like not that good of a look. Okay, that was potentially a bad idea. Run, run, run. Oh no, you're trapped. No, you're gonna... Yeah, go quick, 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 quick. Oh my god, what are you doing? What are they doing? Can I move this now to the other side? Probably should have just swapped sides with the group. maybe, and just kept tanking it over there. It's so late in the expansion, I can't bother to learn all the mechanics again. Not really, I just want to get through it. Oh, these things give you a damage boost, don't they? You basically have to make sure you get the damage boost instead of the boss, if I remember correctly. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. These guys are they're pretty good. They're very kind to not berate me for being so bad, at least. I don't know if they're on the same server as I am. I know that the healer is not. Healer is on a different server. But we're all in the same data center, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Because we can play with each other anyway. Because it's all cross data center. You don't have to be on the same server anymore. No. Quick. Can I make it through? I did. I actually made it through without being clipped as well, which is nice. I thought I was going to take at least some damage, but turns out we didn't. I'm umming and ahhing over. I'm not sure if I want to stream my like my progression rating when the new expansion comes out. Do I want to stream my progression rating? Because it's going to be like progression rating is fun, and I think it's fun to watch someone like slowly learn the mechanics and slowly chip away at the fights until they get it down. And it's like, it's so rewarding when you eventually kill it. But it's also going to be very messy, hugely messy. And I don't know if everyone's up for seeing that. I don't know if the other people in my static are keen on it. We'll say thank you guys. GG. We'll say much love. We'll say have fun. Be good. Do what makes you happy. Alright, cool, we're done. We're all good. Oh. Well, that was fun. I don't know what else we can do. Like, I'd like to do something a little bit more challenging, but there just doesn't seem to be anything up. Not anything that I'm interested in doing anyway. 2, have the mount. Just need you to know the strats and all good for farm. Yeah, I'm not really interested in doing Shinryu. I haven't done this on tank in a long time. I've not done any of these on tank actually at all. Okay, you know what? We're gonna skip to marbles right now. So if anyone hasn't already joined the marble run, please do consider dropping an ! play in the chat so we can get this race going. We've got quite a few people. We've got quite a few people in the marble run. Who are we talking again? Let's go through the list. So Hassan, Marginal, HiFirstTime, Silent Ninja, Melly, Oberunion, Shaylay, Rachel, Pretty Hero Dude, Coconut the Fruit, Trev, Johnny, Shizu, Torp, and He-Man. So quite a few of us. Quite a few of us. If you haven't already, please do type !play in the chat to get in on the marble race. It's just a bit of fun. You don't have to worry about controlling it or anything. There's nothing involved. There's no prize. There's no cost. It's just for laughs. It's just for lols. We'll do a 3-minute cooldown starting now. And if anyone hasn't joined yet, they're more than welcome to join. Otherwise, we will just start when we start. No big deal. No big deal. Thank you very much for following Medina78. I hope that you're well. How have you been? Have you been watching the stream, or have you just come in at this point? Because we're just we've been playing Final Fantasy 14 for a while. We're now doing a marble run race. So Final Fantasy 14 is actually just behind here, but we're doing a marble run as I've promised it to the guys all stream. If you want to get involved, just type !play in the chat. It's completely free, doesn't cost you anything at all. It's just a bit of fun. There's no reward, but there's also no cost. So you've got 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Meanwhile, what do I want to do in game? I'm trying to think if there's anything that we can do quickly. Party Finder's dead. I guess it is like, you know, it's coming up to the end of the evening, so that makes sense. Delta from the dungeon before coming in to say hi. Doro Mohi, thank you very much for coming in, man. That was good fun. I've not played this game in a long time. I've not played tank in even longer, and that was like my first level 80 dungeon again. So thank you very much for being such a good sport. I appreciate it. And we'll hard marble. So marbles, if you haven't played marbles before, it's very easy to play. Exclamation mark play in the chat will get you in on the race, and you can get in on the action. It's just a bit of fun, but it does work out being quite exciting. We've currently got Hassan, Marginal, myself, Silent Ninja, Melly, Overrunyon, Shaylay, Rachel, Prinny, Hero Dude, Coconut the Fruit, Trevgev, Johnny, Shizu, Torp, and He-Man in on the marble run action. Doro. Yeah, thank you very much for hanging around. Thank you very much for doing the dungeon with me. Slowly getting back into it. I'm looking forward to the expansion, man. I can't wait. Cannot wait for the expansion to come out in a couple of weeks. I think I'm going to try and get some time off work to really go hard at it. If anyone's... This is not the mount I was looking for. If anyone is familiar with Final Fantasy VIII, you will have seen... Quetzalcoatl at the end there. There's also an Eden mount that I'm desperately trying to find, but I can't find it. Oh, I haven't done anything with my pumpkins yet, dude. No, not yet. Where's my Eden mount? Hello, Eden. Where is Eden? There we go. So Eden is one of the summons from Final Fantasy VIII. If you beat the final tier of Savage, you get hold of this mount. 9. There's a couple of seconds left. If you guys want to play marbles, exclamation mark play in the chat. I'd really appreciate it if you wanted to get involved. Oh dear. They're off. This isn't what I wanted at all. I wanted to try and find some cool music. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so Coconut the Fruit is in first place, followed closely by Shay, and then Pretty Hero Dude. Silent Ninja is coming up close behind. He's coming up the backside, as it were. I don't know if that's your thing, but it's happening whether you want it or not. You just have to accept it. You have to accept it. When it comes to marbles, anything can happen. Over the lumpy bumpies, is anyone going to get knocked off? I've seen it happen before. I've seen people get knocked off the track before, but it looks like everyone's safe this time. Oh, no, there we go. And it's He-Man Will. Goodbye. Goodbye, sir. Our first fatality. I'm really sorry, Will. It couldn't have happened to a better guy. I'm just sorry it happened to you. Shaylay, Silent Ninja, Pretty Hero Dude, Marginal, Coconut the Fruit. Everyone is still here, apart from Will. Round the planet. This looks like a bit of a Final Fantasy VII Sephiroth's final move. You know the move I'm talking about. You know the move I'm talking about. The one where he goes through all of the planets. You know what I'm talking about. Shaylay, are you gonna maintain first place? Why am I at the back? I'm right at the back of this. I don't like it at all. I want to win. Down the slope. Off they go. The marbles. They're on their way. First position. Come on, Shay. You got it. Come on, man. This is the home stretch, surely. Can you make it up the hill? Have you got enough momentum? This goes on for quite a while. We're at second place. Who's in second? Silent Ninja creeping up the backside. You love to see it. Prinny Hero Dude. There he is. There's our man, Prinny. Thank you very much for hanging around in the chat tonight, Prinny. I really appreciate it. So, podium position. Shaylay in first. Can he stick the landing? Oh, man. Oh, my God. Silent Ninja. What a rags to riches story we've got here. Absolutely nailed the landing. You went straight down the hole. You didn't tickle around the outside. You didn't waste any time. Silent Ninja in first. Johnny Wolfie in second place. Pretty Hero Dude in third. Is it going to change? Is it going to change? It's quite tightly bunched, actually, isn't it? Look. Normally there's a massive gap between first and last place, but it's not so big here. Not as big as we normally have it. I think they do appear to be losing momentum, though. Look at this. They're slowing down. They're slowing down. Not quite the soundtrack I was going for, but, you know, it works. Silent Ninja still in first place. Johnny Wolfie is now behind. Are we going to have any more changes? Or is this how it's going to be? Shay, how did you go from first place to fourth, man? One lone lumpy bumpy. What are these little pins? Who do they think they're kidding? They're not stopping anyone. Oh, you wanna remember more? Yeah. Slipping down your spine. Sonic the Hedgehog, everyone. Ooh, I don't know all the words. We got Ober Onion now in first place. Ober Onion! Congratulate. Oh no. Ober Onion. Oh my god. We didn't make it. Rachel with the surprise win. Out of nowhere. Guys, we didn't make it through. Oh god, what's going on? Well, congratulations, Rachel. Shaylee in second place. Silent Ninja in third place as well. You guys have really smashed it today. You guys have really smashed it. What a good race. Not sure if Rachel is actually still here. I'm sleeping now. I'm going to head off. Yeah, I thought so. She's gone. Silent Ninja, I don't know if you're anything to say. You're leaving. Late to join. You love to see it. You love to see it. Thank you very much for hanging around in the stream, dude. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for coming through. I haven't done anything with my pumpkins. It wasn't rigged. This Sonic music. I love this Sonic music. Sonic Adventure. Yeah. Guys, if you've been enjoying the stream tonight, thank you very much for hanging around with us. I really appreciate it. I hope you've had a really good time. I hope you've enjoyed watching some Final Fantasy XIV. I hope I've been able to enlighten you a little bit on some of the mechanics and the way that it works. Probably not, but you know, I can hope. We'll be back for more streams tomorrow. Hopefully, play some Dungeon Explorers in the daytime, and then we'll see what we feel like in the evening. We'll see what we feel like playing. But thank you very much for hanging around. I've had a really good time. I hope you guys have had a really good time. What else is there to say? What else can I say? Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Have fun, be good, and do whatever makes you happy. Peace out. Please do consider following the stream if you've had a good time. We are so close to 1,200 followers, and you can make all the difference. Follow the channel and go to HiFirstTime.com for links to all of my socials: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Discord. They're all there. No worries at all, Melly. Thank you very much for joining. Really appreciate it. Always good to have someone else in the stream with me. Very good fun.